So, what you think?
Yo, you absolutely crushed it. This final edit really took it to the next level, man. I mean, you're gonna be looking for an agency job, bro.
I'm glad we're on the same page, man. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on this. This is gonna be ready for when you make it big.
What? With all the subs you're about to get?
I mean, we've been boys for a minute, but I ain't that nice.
You gotta talk to my agent.
Yeah, we just pulled in. Uh-huh, building. All right, great. We'll be right there.
Yo, this place is amazing. One day, I'm gonna have my own building with banners hanging up.
You a beast on the field, man, and it's only a matter of time. And I know you're gonna get both. We just need the banner to be dope. Oh, like that one you...
That.
Well, you know you gotta let your man take care of that, because you know Zono swag.
Yeah, you do. Man, it's chilly out here.
Hey, yo, Jay, since we're early, can we stop here real quick? This would be a perfect spot for a video.
Always cutting it so close, huh? All right, 2 minutes.
All right, you ready, baby Creed?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, what's up, y'all? I gotta ask my man, what are we doing here at Nike HQ?
Hey, so I got an exclusive invite to come out here and train with some of the best in the NFL. Just to be here and learn from these vets far into the league it's huge for me. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Money. Nailed it, baby.
Cool. Thanks again, Jordan. I still can't believe we're here.
You got this. Now let's go get you checked in.
Hey, there he is. The next big thing has arrived. Brandon Young, lead sports performance director. Nice to meet you.
How's it going, Brandon? I seen you in a couple videos with OBJ and LeBron.
Well, you made it here, so that must mean you got next. And I see you brought the whole team with you.
Wouldn't be here without him. This is my agent, Jordan Wright.
So, brand manager.
Oh, you sure you're not supposed to be part of the program? We still got a couple of slots left.
I'm retired. I can give him a run for his money.
I'm gonna go grab your credentials and schedule from inside.
Hey, a bit of advice. Take it all in. Well, get yourself checked in, and I'll see you out there in a bit.
Oh, before you go, you've worked with some of the biggest names out there. What's the secret to their greatness?
Frankly, it's balance. It's more than the body, skills, and the stats. It's the mind, too. Nice to meet you.
Brand manager, huh?
No doubt. Bro, I need to figure out who Jay's plug is. Because you ain't made it yet, but this is big time.
Okay, so you're all checked in, and the rumor mill is active right now. There's a few teams interested in moving up in the draft to select you. Okay, I have moved all of the pre-draft visits and interviews till after you completed the program. I have your access badge, and if you check your phone, I've sent you the schedule.
Let me check it out.
You just want us on the list, don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you.
How you doing, fellas? How you doing? Good. Everyone's nice and excited. They don't look so nervous. Everyone's happy. Good. You'll had your breakfast, I hope. Hard training this morning, boys. Hey, buddy, how are ya? Alrighty, guys. Long speeches aren't my thing, so I'm gonna keep this brief. This is gonna be 6 weeks with no interruptions. 6 days a week, 2 sessions a day. The thing that separates the elite athletes is the work that they do during the off-season. We're gonna improve your stamina, your strength, speed, and agility. But it's not just about the physical reps or the high intensity with the technical work. It's about the mental, the nutrition, and the recovery. Welcome to the program. Alrighty, fellas, I'll see you out there in a bit, yeah?
Okay, defense over here with me. That north side down.
Yeah. Throw the rose on the beat and that thing gon' Tell them throw the rose on the beat and that thing gon' It's a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen, now I'm on the map. Now it's hot, now I'm playing in the Lincoln Town Cup. The police sending on my mug shots wasn't in the plan. I'm like, who is that? I'm the artist, but it's God that done drew me back. If you got a question, come and ask me. Actually, if you ain't got the drive, get you up in the backseat. Say la, I want you get.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Brandon, hey, Jordan Wright. We met last week.
Hey, Jordan. Everyone's talking about you and your client. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Listen, I know you're busy, but could you give me some intel on how you feel he's doing?
Still in the early phases of development. We just got to rewire his system a little bit so we can get the best performance out of him.
I see. Anything that stands out the most?
Loves to compete. Loves it. He wants to win every drill, every time.
Sounds about right.
But I'm just fine-tuning a few things with him so he can get those results.
Cool.
Listen, do you have any more prospects here for me?
Oh, right now, it's just him. He's the only one I rep, actually, since he's also the only one that gave me a shot. But we're building something different here, and people are taking notice.
It starts with one, and that's all it takes. Listen, I gotta head out to these warm-ups, but if you want to stop by the field later this week, let's talk more about your guy, yeah?
I'll be there. Would love that.
Definitely. See you then.
See ya.
I'm ready to give myself that self.
Hey, so listen. I know you got a lot to be looking at in here, but this has been more than a tour. Certain things have lined up, and I thought this would be the best place to let you know you just landed your first endorsement deal.
Welcome to Team Nike. These are your new Nikes. We designed these PE colorways with the 3 teams that might draft you in mind.
What? Are you for real? Oh, no way!
Let's go!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Jay. Thank you, thank you. You out here making these big moves for me.
Oh, this is a rare deal. Murray, Barkley, Burrow.
Hey, do me a
Now
favor and go
you.
grab me a...
Where do I sign?
Okay, slow down. We still gotta go over the numbers, but the deal is ours. They believe you're gonna be the leader of this year's rookie class.
Huh. No pressure, huh? We got this.
It comes with some benefits and opportunities.
Yo, out of all the NFL players who've signed with Nike over the years, my boy's gonna be the first one with his own signature shoe. Hey, tell me I get to design it though.
What?
You get your stuff from me anyways, man. You're welcome. Come on, I'll make it look dope.
How about we get Tinker instead?
I mean, yeah, actually. Jay, money.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
So much.
Hey, we're just as excited.
Man, this is incredible.
Okay.
Second week of training here at Nike is in the books, and my man is putting in some extra work on his own because that is how you stay a household name. Speaking of which, since we got the exclusive invite to come out to Beaverton, we've been spending so much time on and off the field with NFL greats. We're talking Pro Bowlers, Hall of Famers, baby. Everything my man here is trying to become, and I gotta say, so far he's looking good, but I'm gonna go on record and say that he's lucky that I ain't out there. Ain't that right, superstar?
Why don't you come out here then?
Nah. See, because what happens if I put this phone down, go to work on you, then there's no proof. And then you can just dismiss it like it never happened. Hey, man. What you do? Hey, why are you picking on me? Just some random guy. Why don't you go one-on-one versus NFL competition, huh? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys out here who would love to go up against you. Say something.
Party with the hat finish, never shy with it, no L's. See a brother come and shine with it, oh hell. If they wanna come and try, rip it coattails. I ain't even gonna lie with it. When I'm on the mic, killing, gonna have to 5 minutes. I've been going high with it, yeah, I'm gonna find mimics then. Kill the mood and feel the force, fill the door, craft the milk, then we spill some more. Tea, drink, die, and then we sit back. And then we put up our feet and make a sit track. And I've been cooking for weeks, I made a big batch. And I've been pulling receipts, I need a gift wrap. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind.
Hey, man, it's all good. Don't get down on yourself. Right? Think about it. When you get to the NFL, you're going to have a whole week to prep for these matchups. So if you put in work in the film room, you're going to be on an even playing field. No doubt.
All right, so here's the interesting part. There isn't any footage of this mythical football game that supposedly took place at Nike HQ. But there are whispers that a certain player from Miami didn't exactly perform up to the level of his competition. Now, is this something that's going to scare away teams in April? I doubt it, but we don't know what else teams might find out and how that could impact their draft process. I can tell you one thing for sure, though. If we hear anything else about this unicorn of a game, you can rest assured we'll share it with you.
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet, believe me, you're about to be hearing it a whole lot real soon. She's one of the top young agents in the game, and we're actually live here at Nike headquarters. Jordan, what are we doing out here today?
We're watching the soon-to-be #1 pick get some work in.
Oh, so you're calling it right now, huh? You think he's going first overall? That's a wrap?
Of course. I mean, I can't name one player who has dominated the way he has.
True, true.
The hype has been building and building since high school, and every step of the way, he has lived up to it. I mean, everyone's still talking about the college football playoff, and that was a month ago.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our 2 semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it'll be the USC Trojans taking on the Miami Hurricanes. For the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice throw right there, Charles. And what a season this young man's had at the quarterback position. 44 touchdown passes, just the 6 interceptions. You'd have to think definitely ticketed to be one of the top picks in the draft come April.
I absolutely agree with that, and the numbers tell a good part of his story, but they don't tell everything. You got to put together the whole package, how respected he is by his teammates, what a leader he is, and that goes along with the numbers you just mentioned, and that's why he is going to be one of those top 10 picks that you suggested, maybe one of 5 or 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round in this year's draft.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, Charles, we talked earlier about the upcoming draft and where this young man at quarterback might be taken. It seemed like you and I, it's a consensus. We think early on, top 10. So now, if you look at a landing spot, what teams, what openings could you see for 2021 for him?
And I think you're right to put it as a top 10 selection for him, and that's where we need to focus our attention. And when you look at the top of the board, well, the #1 overall pick is Jacksonville. And really, do they have a quarterback? So I would look there. At #2 with the Jets. Wouldn't be surprised if they moved on from Sam Darnold and decided to take someone in that slot. 3, Miami.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run on 1st down. Ragland. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This the old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on second down. They'll try to left side. Ragland, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll try to left side. Ragland. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll run the option to the short side.
Oh, no! What the fuck? How did I screw that up?
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Gregory. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gregory. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Gregory. That's complete. It's Charles. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3-point. Before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now a play fake here on first down. Launching one for Henderson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The SC offense about set to take over here. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 30 on second down, Gregory. A dump off for Charles. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throw left side complete. That's Robbins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Gregory. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Trojans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score.
God damn it.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. On 1st down, it's Frazier, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now.
I think you're close and digging.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So led by a collective team effort.
Well, we're now just a few days away from the College Football Playoff Championship game, where one of the nation's top quarterbacks will take the field one last time in a Miami Hurricanes uniform. Now, there's no question his career speaks for itself, but you can bet that NFL scouts, coaches, and players will be tuning in to see how he performs when the lights shine brightest. And believe
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Miami Hurricanes. All set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10.
Goddamn. Already.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Weaver. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. After 1, 7-0 on the A
Sports. It intentionally out of bounds, and it still manages to fucking mark it. That's a fucked up rule that they created. It automatically go to the 20. You can't run out of bounds and catch the fucking ball.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Operating from the gun. Weaver launching one for Henderson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. They go play action here on first down.
God
in
damn
a
it.
double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Dye brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Weaver. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Dye. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds Dye. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw. Trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This sure would be one heck of a story as the Hurricanes now sit 2 quarters away from a national championship. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals
put them under pressure.
More, but
they can keep on throwing it away.
They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. On
3rd down, Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Henry. Gets around him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Jewell.
He tried
it's
to
a
jump
6-yard
and
gain
missed
on the
it.
ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Taylor. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Powers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. From 10 yards out. And the Tigers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the gun on third down, Weaver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off play action. Weaver. Caught left side. Gilmore. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Weaver. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. Offense as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Looking to throw. Weaver. He goes left side and he has done. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Frazier. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
All right, game is sealed.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
And that sealed the game.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So that'll do it. For the first time since 2001, the Miami Hurricanes are the national champions.
Yeah. Fucking.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. NFL teams love championship pedigree. It's one of the main reasons why Miami's going to be represented near the top of this year's draft. By their star quarterback, of course. In short, there's plenty of amazing players out there. But when teams look at this kid now, they're inevitably going to think to themselves, winner, champion. Yeah, obviously his measurables are off.
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us have taken any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA analysis helped too.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around. Man, I felt like a science experiment or something these last few weeks.
Everything counts. We track it all. Your sleep patterns, nutrition, lactate threshold, isokinetic testing. We need all that data to continue to personalize the plan for you.
Yeah, I have definitely been exposed to some things I've never thought about. Like speaking with a sports psychologist last week.
Take full advantage. It's not just how you... Everything we've seen on film has been on full display. They say they want to be like this, but they aren't ready to put in that type of work. They truly don't see themselves in that light.
Hey, so I didn't tell you, but when we were hanging around at Nike, I got in contact with some reps for their other sponsored athletes. Russell Wilson's agent just emailed me. He's gonna be hosting a charity game to raise funds for some local fields. You want in? It's gonna be a pickup game in Hawaii sometime in March. They're still trying to nail down the exact date.
Wow. Hawaii, and we're giving back to the kids too? Yeah, you can definitely co-sign that one.
What if we told Zoe how to sit this one out? Hey, how about a little more enthusiasm? This is a big deal. You're not even in the league, and they're inviting you to line up against the best in the game.
I'm excited, I swear. I just couldn't imagine being in this position before. You need to?
I get that. It's not about fame or the flashing lights.
I was barely able to eat off the dollar menu when we met. To go from that to canceled pros, and now this.
You've got to enjoy these moments along the way. Got it?
I think you're just excited that you get to go to Hawaii.
Of course I am. And you're not letting me have my moment.
All right, Jay.
Oh, you know that's a lie. That was too far of a gap between them.
It's hard knowing other dudes are gonna be out there. I know we talked about this.
I hear ya. I know you would crush every single one of those drills, but we both agreed it's too risky.
Honestly, bro, they already got your measurements, your 40 time. There's enough tape. You got nothing left to prove.
Everything I'm about is gonna get questioned.
Trust me, it's a calculated decision. And it's the right decision.
Exactly. And it's not like you never have the chance to prove it, though. You know, we're gonna have some private workouts lined up. A GM is getting fired if they let you slip past 3.
I want to be number 1.
More prospects fall because of the team interviews. That's our focus. You don't have any meetings with teams until tomorrow. We just gotta get through the media row today.
I think it's coming across like I'm selfish. I don't love the game.
Don't fall for that trap, right? You know what they're trying to do. You've been in front of a mic before. Just let them know that it's an honor for you to be here in Indy and meet with teams.
We'll use tonight to prep what kind of interview questions you'll get. It's not just straightforward X's and O's. The most important thing is that you win in the team interviews. We need to head out. I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath. This is all part of the process.
All right.
Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite
It's gonna probably be in like
not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward.
If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be in.
Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. So my number one priority is to lead by example from day one. Work hard, be a great teammate, and become the best possible player that I can be. And together, in time, we'll turn the franchise around and become the example of organizational greatness in the NFL. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday, I was asked about my favorite marine mammals. And now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. It goes without saying that you had a prestigious career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship to validate it?
The night we won the national championship was the best moment of my life, no question. But I can't sit here and say I'd feel like a failure if I had lost in the championship game. I had a lot of success and a lot of fun in college. And that was what mattered most.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
Yo, I got some good news before you came down. Your boy graduated, leveled up. Finally got Jordan to pass me her brand connects.
Not all of them.
From now on, I'm gonna be your go-to. First matter of business is to announce that Nike's doing a brand event with Saquon for their fall football products in New York, and they want you there a couple weeks before the draft.
What? I'm so down for that. Jay, I know your favorite pizza place is in Brooklyn, but trust me, we gotta hit up Orchard Street. I'm gonna call my boy Shady and set it up. Oh, we are gonna eat good.
That's what I'm talking about. New York, New York, the city's so nice they named it twice.
I can never lose what you go.
This guy's a fool.
Queen of New York, it's rap life. I'm a big stepper. I bleed when I walk, big flex.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always gonna have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it gonna be?
Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't with the risk. Yeah, you gon' feel it in a kiss.
promotion. Why not the one involved getting chosen? Corner 10, walking with frozen, making more than a billionaire with a Bentley in the back. The label called a mill, but I still ain't seen scratch.
Ready?
Dame un poquito, papi.
Talk about arrogance, I almost didn't release this song. I thought it was how embarrassing it'd be for me to talk this long about my business, awkward situations. Life can make you happy, or you might be at odds, but remember who you are. Take that bullet to the heart. Gotta keep that train pushing, mama. I'ma be a star.
Down! Nola 7-8! Nola 7-8!
What's left? I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you.
That you wear across your eyes like a bandit. Candid pictures only show that you've been standing, slanted in someone's vision that leaves you stranded. And with nothing to show for all the demanding bandwidth used in hopes you get approved by a dude who's confused on exactly what to do with your royalty. Loyalty can often cost you buoyancy. When it's connected, the focus drowning. Choose love that constantly keeps you grounded. And don't join the circus if you ain't clowning.
There we go. Ah, son of a bitch. There we go. Yo, there we go. There we go.
Let's go get it now. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I feel you, dog. I feel you.
If I get drunk, I won't.
Well, you just heard it.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Hey,
slipping once, okay,
that's
so
right,
what?
put that phone away.
Someone hit your block up.
I'm just messing with you, man. Glad you made it out. Manny Kahue, senior assistant coach here.
It's great to meet you, Coach. I've heard a lot of great things about you.
Really? You must do your homework. Not many assistant coaches are getting love. And thanks for coming out on such short notice. We really wanted to get you in before the draft.
I was excited to come out here. Thanks for having me.
Glad to hear it. All right, Coach wanted me to show you around the facility, and then we can get out to the practice field. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, break.
10 seconds is a long fucking time in the fucking NFL. Especially when...
Ready, set, hot. Time, focus. Got it. Ready. Ready, set, hot. So close. One more. Let's go now. Zona 88. Ready, go.
Oh, didn't work.
Nola 7-8. Nola 7-8. Hut. Go. Yeah. Got that.
As you might expect, we've been keeping up with the various pro days being held at colleges across the country. And I'm hearing a lot of excitement coming out of Miami's campus. Yeah, I've got people I trust telling me we could see their star quarterback chosen first at the NFL draft, but I'm still thinking it's more like top 3. Of course, everyone's expecting Jacksonville to select a QB with that top pick, so the question is, which one? Probably Trevor Lawrence, right? But who knows?
All right, Coach. We'll sync up later on.
It's great to meet you, Coach. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, looks like you're stuck with me now.
Nah, this is cool. You ain't so bad.
Hey, man, I don't want you to get a big head or anything, because watching film is the one thing in the world that I love doing. But I think I've watched every single snap of yours from college. I don't think I've seen a more well-rounded player at your position.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
I mean that. But here's what I want to know. Where does that come from? Because it's more than just God-given talent.
Definitely, man. Look, this is my whole life. I want to be the greatest. And to do that, I have to outwork everyone at everything. In the film room, in the practice field, in the gym on game day, everywhere.
You must watch a lot of film then.
I'm watching every highlight reel of every Hall of Fame player I can find.
It's good, you know, smart. Learn from the best.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna be content until it's unanimous that I am the best.
All right. Well, here's my promise to you. If I end up coaching you, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that you get there. Look, growing up I heard the phrase, Pupukai Holamua. It means unite to move forward. And that's what we're gonna do.
Unite to move forward. I like that. Yeah, perfect. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yo, life as a superstar is gonna be real sweet, ain't it? You ain't even played a single NFL snap yet.
Think about what it's gonna be like a year from now.
Rookie of the Year, future MVP,
Super Bowl champ.
As a kid, I always dreamed about standing on that stage, hold up that trophy.
When I win, I'll make sure you get up on that stage with the team. Won't be able to get without you.
Respect, man, but that is your moment. You got a mogul and the best agent in the game with you.
Oh, so you became an agent?
Oh.
How about we just focus on phase 1?
What's in phase 2?
Oh, you don't know? We're going international. thinking London, Mexico, Australia. You got your passport ready?
So, can he just focus on the interviews I have set up from tomorrow?
I'm not in unless you're getting on with me.
That's how it works.
You with it?
Always.
Hey. Well, all right.
We are not only with the projected #1 pick of the NFL draft, we are also joined by his agent, Jordan Ryan. You know, you don't see a lot of players sign with a relatively unknown agent. How'd you convince him to sign?
She's more hungry than I am. You need those types of people.
I didn't have to convince him. You know, you've seen it all and heard it all. There was a lot of doubt when he made the announcement, but we knew what the reaction would be.
She just had to be herself. You're just a number out there with some people, but her vision, her path, she's gonna change the game, and I'm committed to making it happen.
Well, she has to be good to get you to sign with Nike. Did they give you the LeBron deal?
We don't disclose numbers.
No?
Anytime I can get him hooked up with the community. He doesn't just want to be an athlete.
Honestly, I just know what it meant to me when I was a kid. If I could have had the chance to be an NFL player or soon to be an NFL player when I was that age, it would have been the best moment of my life. I just want to pay that back.
That's a great way to look at things. And you made your way to Canton the other day.
I did. And it's something every
to go there and be immersed in football history, right?
Only 14 players in NFL history have been drafted #1 and made it to the Hall of Fame. But I fully intend on being number 15.
You heard the man. He thinks he's Hall of Fame bound, and I'm certainly not going to provide any opposition to that. If I were a betting woman, I'd say he'd be returning to Canton someday as a Hall of Famer. I wish you nothing but the best of the draft tomorrow.
This was fun, Nia. Appreciate you.
I met a shorty who's about to turn 40. I'm talking my we just shooting the breeze. Brothers and Porsches, but popping their watches, the whip in the rain, and I keep it a G. Turn out the streets, we disturbing the peace.
This is the first time I ever seen you look nervous.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good. Just been waiting on it.
Everything's gonna fall into place.
Yeah, man, you the Rookie of the Year. You haven't even walked across the stage yet.
Can he get picked first?
Oh, everybody in this room know he's gonna be a problem no matter which team drafts him. Missing piece to a championship. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Can he focus on the draft?
Hey, it's on, right?
Nah, I'm sitting here with my phone off. Hello? Hey, Coach. Yeah, I'm doing great. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. Let's do it. I can't wait. Thank you so much. All right, Coach, I'll see you soon.
This is only the beginning, bud! Soak it all in!
I couldn't have done it without you guys.
My bride here had to see the NFL!
Yeah, we big time, Zoe. We big time.
This is your night. You big time, bruh.
You were made for this. Now just remember, you still got work to do.
Walk that stage, man. Everyone around the world waiting to see you.
2021 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select.
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. But truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your action got them boys out the max up. Messages from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot.
Hey, congratulations. You ready? Yeah, let's do it.
Your passion for the game of football has been well documented over your very successful collegiate career.
and it's made you one of the most popular players in recent history. Tell me, what do you want to say to the millions of fans you just gained simply by being drafted to the team they call their own?
Man, I just want to say that the best is yet to come. I promise you. I promise you that I'm going to give everything I have, not only become the face of this franchise, but the face of the NFL too.
Well, he's been the face of college football for a few years, and now he's already looking forward to the challenge of representing the NFL. Guys, back to you.
Congratulations again. Man, this is only the beginning. I'm just getting started.
The Home tab is your personal dashboard.
You've been busy, huh? I thought I'd be stuck in the OTA dorms.
You will be soon, but after OTAs, the keys are all yours.
Yo, this is a real nice spot.
Had to get it right. No mansions on the rookie deal, so this is gonna be home base for a while.
Alright, so what's this business you want to talk about? What's this about?
It's a housewarming gift.
From both of us. She acting like it's all her.
Yo!
So, what'd you think?
So, you killed it, bro!
I collaborated with the design team to customize your PE. Had to add that personal touch, you know?
I cannot believe I have my own shoe, yo!
Hey, yo. New phone. Who this?
Say hello to my new shoe, fam.
Her colored?
Pupukai Holamua. Yeah, I must be in the right place.
Well, you tried. I'm impressed. It's good to see you, though.
Absolutely. I was so pumped when I heard you were interviewing for the defensive coordinator job here. We are going to light it up this year, Coach.
That's definitely the plan.
Man, and I've been reading through that playbook nonstop ever since you sent it over.
Hey, man, I'm glad to hear you've been doing your homework. And I'm excited to add to it, too. But hey, I gotta make a couple calls real quick. I'll meet you down on the practice field in a bit. Sound good?
Sounds good. Just wanted to stop by and say what's up.
Waking up today, giving thanks, here to need.
Ah, so you're the one the entire offensive staff is hyped about, huh?
I don't know about all that.
I'm Alexandra Bishop, defensive coordinator.
It's nice to meet you, Coach.
Really impressed with your film. Can't wait to see you bring the same energy here.
I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Now we're talking. Hey, I may be the defensive coordinator, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't love to see our offense putting up some big numbers. Makes life a heck of a lot easier for me.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that. I think we have the potential to be really explosive this year.
Why don't you make some time to come down to the film room? Getting a defensive staff's perspective could really help elevate your game.
Will do, Coach.
View your team's save snapshots or quickly review the league's top performers and the current week's schedule.
Come on, man. Hey, hold on, I don't mean the preseason. I didn't even get a choice.
Hey, be patient. You're gonna have the keys to the city soon enough.
Man, I'm trying to line up already.
Take it as a sign of respect. Obviously, the franchise value you. Look, let that anticipation build. You feel me? Boy, trust me. I've been in this game for a long time. My preparation is what keep me on this field right here. And that's what you gotta focus on, all right?
Okay, you're right.
You master that playbook, and we'll light them up in the regular season. I promise you that. Yes, sir.
It'll be okay, no matter what they say about us. It'll be okay.
Hey, man, now you see why they have you taking it easy throughout the preseason? If you got injured before the season started, every fan out there is immediately writing this year off.
Yeah, man, I feel you.
Look, we got dealt a bad hand yesterday, but no team in the league is going to get through the preseason without any injuries. All we can do now is unite, adapt, and move forward. Pupukahi Holamua. Let's get out there and have a good day today.
See? Now it's obvious that you haven't played a single snap in the preseason when you say something foolish like that. The worst team in the NFL will absolutely smoke the best college team every single year.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Listen, if you still feel that the competition was tougher in college by after this Sunday, man, dinner is on me. I got you. And vice versa, deal?
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Okay, break. Ready. Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60! Hut! Bison! 60 Bison! Get up!
And you know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's improve.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year, we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did
Finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Weaver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
There we go. They'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Weaver. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Touchdown!
Bam, bitch!
Dorsett,
Got it!
34 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Knock this bitch out of the field.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
Another tremendous year in 2020 where he led the NFL with 4,823 passing yards. And remember, that was in the year after DeAndre Hopkins was traded to Arizona. Also had 33 touchdown passes and only 7 interceptions. A dynamic performer.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this will be the Texans' first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing. They're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
But if a touchback by the player gets 5 yards, why is this funny?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver, complete to Dorsett. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Weaver, the open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I'm okay with the call. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Watson on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Boom, bitch!
Intercepted.
Fucking interception!
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Dorsett making the catch. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake. Weaver. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball to come in his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That works.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down. Weaver able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Another catch for Tate. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Dorsett. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Immediately taken there.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Weaver on the slant. This is Chark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A couple yards on that. I'm good.
As they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Weaver, the quick slant caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught by Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Watson looks to throw again, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a give to Lindsey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll all... Also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st down, Weaver.
God
They're
damn
trying
it.
to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation.
And the game's pretty much
to them.
done.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute
That's
break,
a win.
we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Weaver caught on a slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Weaver. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Luke Farrell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh,
now Watson
shit.
throws another interception.
Oh, shit! Woo!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just
And
about a
that
minute left in this
sealed
game.
the
They're still taking it
fucking
into the end zone,
game.
and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Fine, I'm gonna fucking blitz the shit out of
Out
them.
comes the
and
Houston
they-
offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, it's Robinson. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Oh, that's right. They don't
Some
have
of the most
any,
unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This a 33-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
Yeah,
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Watson's throw into the hands
That's
of
fine.
Cobb.
Let him score a fucking touchdown.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He lost.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Not really. Game was in the fucking bag.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
Well, I couldn't be any more excited about who's joining us here today. She's one of the most popular and prominent voices on discussions related to sports and pop culture. And of course, when you're not listening to my podcast, you're probably listening to hers, appropriately titled The Nia Polanco Show. Nia, it is great to have you on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me on, Kevin. You know, it's a nice change of pace to be in the guest seat instead.
Hey, what's up, bud? I know you're at practice right now. Just wanted to check in and let you know that as long as my flights are on time, I'll be at the stadium by kickoff on Sunday. Until then, I'm busy expanding my empire from one client to hopefully two. Wish me luck. Talk to you soon.
Hey, greetings from LA, superstar. I just finished having some of the best sushi you could ever ask for, but I don't want to make you too jealous. But listen, I've been hustling like crazy out here, and I've got a lot of stuff lined up for us for when we come out here together on your bye week. You're a wanted man out here in Cali, bruh. On though.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. You gotta get better today. What I want to know is...
Here we go. Cougar 19. Check go. Ready.
Oh, there.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready, go! Down! Cowboy 80! Ready! Let's go! 70 Timberwolf! Hut! Set up! Bronco 80! Go!
Oh. Ah, yes.
That's why we in one thing up.